That is great advice for enhancing your memory. And it reminds me, I want to share a favorite book on memory as well as sharing updates on my memory palace. I listened to this book years ago on LibriVox, and it's wonderful. Not only is the reader of it so engaging, but the author seems like such a happy-go-lucky, new thought kind of character, William Walker Atkinson. And so he talks about memory and how to train, develop, and use it. And I've never forgotten this book. And he talks about the two main components of memory are association and attention. And these are two little demons who sit on your shoulders and help with your memory. You need to be paying attention to what's in front of you and think of all the associations with it. And he talks about different types of memory, how you do this for numbers and names and things like that. And he gives lots of great memory tricks from history and how Napoleon knew the names of everybody down to the lieutenant level in his army. And his trick was he would look at the person, write down their name, look at them again, and then he could throw away the piece of paper. He would know their name for the rest of his life. One of the reasons this is so important is for using a memory palace, you still have to memorize the thing first, and then you use the memory palace to cement it in place. But you still need to develop a decent working memory before you start using the artificial memory system. So this is the best book I've ever seen for just developing your natural habit of memory. So for my own memory palace, I think I'm getting close to done because I wanted to have 30 statues in my memory palace. And so the first 12 were pretty easy because they were my own deities. And the last 10, I'm using the 10 planets, to do the tree of life. So I have the tree of life in my head, but then I needed 8 more because Giordano Bruno had 30 statues. In Indian literature, like the Mahabharata, there are 30 gods, and it seems like 30 is the magic number here. So I needed 8 more. And then I looked up at what's above my computer all the time, and there are the 8 trigrams of the I Ching, which make up the family, the mother and the father, and then the 3 kids of each gender. And the fun part is, now that I've been working on my memory, once I had that breakthrough, last night, I just took 20 minutes and I sat here in my chair and I stared at this. And luckily, each of these trigrams has an animal associated with it. And I didn't have the animal associations memorized, but I could remember the animals pretty quickly. And I put them here in the house that I'm living in now. That was the last part of my memory palace that wasn't filled. And so now, off the top of my head, I can say horse, pig, dog, dragon, cock, pheasant, cow, sheep. And I know which each of those trigrams means. I can see them where they are in this house. And from now on, I can keep adding the different components of what those trigrams mean onto that part of the memory palace and get these in my head even better. So I am now the memory palace is now done, and now I'm going to start working on how to use it better and to integrate it in my life. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any experiences with this stuff.